Who invited the new guy?
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Off-Road. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we're gonna take a quick look at the packaging. We're used to this by now, the little schematic-y stuff in the background. There you have Off-Road. Look, it says Transformers, and Manashore, and on the back more Manashore. You have your obligatory product shot. You also have your bio right there, if you'd like to read it. And that's basically it for the packaging. And of course, included in the package, instead of the collector's card, you get the comic book of bookage with a nice piece of artwork there of Off-Road. I like it, and again, it's another comic that I've already read, but it has pictures and words and action and Megs and all that good stuff. And of course, on the last page, you get some more of the designer desk stuff going on here. I like that. Apparently, those were some early concept designs there of what they wanted Off-Road to look like. Interesting. And of course, the gray model phase and the finished product, and this is where all the paint apps are going to go and all that stuff. And look, this is how the ports are going to work. That's really cool. Again, I really dig that they included that. And on the back of the comic, you get an extended bio, so if you'd like to read that, I will just scroll it up slowly, and you can read it on your own time. There you go. 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 And there it goes. So, there we have that. So, moving right along, here we have Off-Road, the new kid on the block, and as you can see, he is definitely in Wild Rider colors. He's not Wild Rider, but he is wearing his colors. Now, Hasbro has already said they're going to release a Wild Rider and a, what's the other aerial bot? Slingshot. They are going to be releasing those guys to make everybody happy. The people who were upset that these guys were included and not the original members. So we are going to get a Wild Rider down the line, but for now, we got this guy. He's in Wild Rider colors, and he looks really good as far as I'm concerned. I really dig this toy. He does have the little gunmetal gray right here. Nice tampographed Decepticon symbols. Got the red windshields. The red is done in that nice metal flake paint, which I really love when they do that. Little red design there along the sides. Silver rims. I love that they're painting the rims on these guys. You also get a little more silver right here up front with the headlights and the grille. No real paint on the back. Got some ports right here. And yeah, underneath, can't really see much. To get rid of the visible head syndrome, you can just flip out the combiner port. That's what I do, and it totally eliminates the visible head syndrome. So there's an option. That's what I do anyway. So yeah, he's nice. He rolls as a rolling thing should. And yeah. So for comparison, well, I'll do it anyway, even though it's not really Wild Rider, but here is Fans Project's Wild Rider next to Off-Road. So there you have at least the equivalent. And what else? I'll bring in his Stunticon buddies here, and we'll get the whole team lined up. So we got Breakdown, there we got Dead End, there we got Drag Strip. Then we got the Master of Motors, and the Chest Minion, since he is an honorary member. So there you go. There you got your Stunticon team. Me likes very much. That's cool. That is awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Isn't that right? That's what I've learned anyway. And of course, again, the equivalent, anyway, G1 Wild Rider, because he's precious, so precious. Excuse me. So there you go. Of course, he does come with accessories. He comes with this old engine-looking axe thing. Didn't Chase use this in the last episode of Drive? Looks familiar. I don't know. But nice silver blade here. Again, got the little engine detailing. I guess this could be used as like a exhaust pipe. Especially the way you plug it on into vehicle mode. It can work as an exhaust pipe. And of course you get the hand-foot gun, which has a lot of little engine details to it. So, you have that. And it works the same as all the other hand-foot guns. And of course you have storage for all this stuff in vehicle mode. You can take the axe, plug it into either of the ports here on the sides. You can plug them up top here if you want. Doesn't really work out too well, but it works. I plug it onto this side right here, so that way it looks like another, another exhaust pipe. The hand-foot gun, of course, you can plug into either of these. It doesn't really work because it sits kind of sideways there, but you can do it if you want. Of course, you can plug it into the sides, but the actual method for storing this is quite clever. You see this piece right here sticking up in the middle. There's a tab right there, and right here in between these two fingers there is a slot. So what you do is you just wedge that in there and plug that on, and there you have the storage for the hand-foot gun. I like that. I like that. The Stunticons, for the most part, except for Dead End, the Stunticons have really nice storage for the hand-foot gun, which is something the aerial bots, for the most part, didn't do. So I really like the way they had this work in the vehicle modes. So there you go. So now we will get down to transformation. We'll go into the limbs and then to robots. As you can guess, his foot mode is very, very simple, almost ridiculously simple. Since I already have the port out, I don't have to do that. So you just want to take this whole front section here, just bring this forward and down like that. Now you just open up this, so you have your heel spur, plug that in there, and voila. He is a leg. Woo! Leg. Woo! Leg. So there you go. That's his leg mode. And of course you have your ratcheting goodness going on, as usual. So there you go. Leg mode. Not a whole lot to it. So we'll move on to arm mode. Now arm mode, you want to open up this front section here. His legs do transform like the aerial bots. He does do the same aerial bot leg transformation trick there. You do want to unplug the arms here, so you can free up the back part of the legs, like that. So you just bring it down on that double hinge. We've seen this before many times. And again, the tab right there will plug in right there. So you have that. There you have that. Just tab these legs back together. The arms here you want to bring up. Tight on mine. Yeah, there we go. You want to untab this side section here. You see there's a tab right there that tabs in right there and locks the elbow otherwise, so you have to make sure you untab that. And then you want to bring the arm back like that, and you want to use the side view mirrors here, and they will tab in right there. So you just do that. It's not really a secure connection, it's more just that's a place for them to rest. So second verse, same as the first, just bring that back, tab that on like that. Of course, bring that connector down. You want to rotate his head so you don't have visible head syndrome there. And then you take this, make it into a hand, slip out the fingers, bring that down, bring down the thumb again. If you want it to be a lefty or a righty, you have the option. Plug it in right there, and there you go. There you have off-road as an arm. And again, you can orient it however you want. Totally up to you. Whichever side you want facing up. So there you go. There you have him in his arm mode. Yay! Arm mode. As usual, you have a kind of a double-jointed elbow here, just due to the robot mode legs and swivels and all that good stuff that comes unplugged. And swivels and wiggly waggly and opening, and you have your port for the weapon on either side, depending on what side you want the arm to be on. So there you go. There you have off-road as an arm. So now we will get down to robot mode. So robot mode, he's practically there already. So you just want to rotate his waist so he's facing forward, split the legs, untab the arms, just bring them back down. that, flip up the head, rotate, and boom! He is now in robot mode. And very nice. I like his robot mode. He is very cool. I really like the design here. He is a nice look in the robots. Getting closer on the head sculpt. Nice head sculpt too. I like this nice green face focus. There you go. I like the nice green face there. Very nice. I dig it. Got some more red there on his chest. Decepticon symbol right there. You get some more silver that's revealed in robot mode. Some silver here on these parts. So very nice. Very, very nice. I do dig it. I dig it. It does have, you know, a bit of a chunk of card just hanging out back there, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you get some good wiggly-waggly movement. The shoulders are on a ball joint. You get pretty much full range of motion. These shoulder pieces are on hinges also, so you can angle them how you want, although they will start to bump into those wheels at a certain point, depending on what you're trying to do. You do get a swivel here at the elbow. You get a nice soft ratcheting elbow joint. You get your waist swivel. Hips are on a ball joint. You get your thigh swivel, about 90 degrees of knee bend, and that's it for your articulation. And of course, if you want, you can hold the hand-foot gun here as a weapon, if you wish. Totally up to you. You can plug it into these ports on the side of his arms too, if you want. Again, you have the option. Or you can just give him his axe, which I like. I like that weapon. So there you have that. Very, very cool figure. I really do like this guy. Very, very nice. So for comparison, here he is with Fans Projects, not Wild Rider. Now obviously he's not Wild Rider, but it's still, he's the equivalent, basically. So there he is with Fans Projects take. And we'll bring in the team here, get in a nice group shot. So we'll bring in Breakdown, we'll bring in Dead End. See if we can do this. Get them all in shot here. Here we have, I forgot to give him his weapon, excuse me. There he is with Drag Strip. There he is with the chest minion. Give him his weapon, so they're all armed here. And we'll bring in the Master of... Oh! And everything just fell over on my comparison table. How dare you? How dare you? Everything just took a dive off the table. There was so much stuff on that table and only Superion survived. That's horrible. That's horrible. Anyway, I'll clean that up in a second. But there you have the whole team of Stunticons right there, and they look so good together. That's awesome. I like it. The Stunticons are one of my favorite, if not my favorite, combiner teams, so I am definitely happy to have these guys in any form. I dig it. I dig it very much. So, there you go. So now, I'm going to get this guy into limb mode, get all these guys combined. I'm going to clean up everything that fell on the floor, and we're going to be right back. We're back! Okay. I got him put together. I got everything cleaned up off the floor. And now let's take our last look here at Menasor. Excuse me again as I readjust myself. So there we go. There we have Menasor in all his glory yet again. And again, I like him. He works. He does what he needs to do. You know, like I said a couple times already, he's not the definitive Menasor, but, you know, it still works for me. It does what it needs to do. So let's go through the comparisons. Again, here we have Fans Projects, not Menasor. So you can see how they look together. So there you have that. Here he is with Combiner Wars Voyager Prime, so you see how he looks with a Voyager. You can see how he scales there. There he is with Leader Megatron, Mr. Buckethead. See how he scales with Leader class dudes. What else have we got? We'll bring in the Military Titans, Bruticus, again, just because. There you go. That's how he scales with Bruticus. And this time around, we'll bring in this big boy here, Prometheus. So you can see how he looks next to Prometheus. There you go. And what else have we got? What else have we got? Don't fall over. Don't fall over! Things just want to fall over. What else have we got? Oh yeah, for the people who always want to ask, how does it scale with Masterpiece? There he is with MP10. There you go. That's how he scales with Masterpiece. I've forgotten to do that. How dare I? How dare I forget to do that? Somebody also asked, this was a weird request, but I'll oblige it. Somebody asked, how do these scale with a American Megazord? So here he is with Lori Plan's Dino Charge Megazord. So there you go. That's how it scales with an American Megazord. I don't know why, but hey, why not, right? Dare I say why not? So there he is with the Dino Charge Megazord. And no, I'm not reviewing Dino Charge stuff. If you want to watch Dino Charge reviews, Lori Plan has been reviewing all that stuff on her channel, so you can check that out. Because she's been getting this Dino Charge stuff. So, what else have we got? Oh yeah, bring in Superion. Dude. So there he is. With his wave mate, Superion. So, they look good together. They definitely look good together. And of course, last but not least, G1 Menasor, because she's precious, oh so precious. So there you go. The precious G1. So there we go. There we have Menasor. Done. Complete. All 5 members. 6 members, actually, including the chest minion there. It's good. It works. As far as Off-Road goes, I really like Off-Road. I think Off-Road and Dead End are my 2 favorite figures of this team. So yeah, but as a whole, like I said, it works. If you can't afford Fans Project's version or just don't like Fans Project's version, this is a perfectly good Menasor. Like I said, he works. He does what he needs to do. I think he does it well. So. He's totally worth your time, I think, and totally worth checking out. So if you would like any of these Combiner Wars figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for the Stunticons. Finally! Oh, I'm tired. Tired, man. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Off-Road. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face! Superion, destroy the Stunticons! Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you what we can do. Stunticons, combine into Menasor! I don't know who you are, but you can join too! Ha! We've got you! Where's Dragstrip? Oh, sorry. Made a wrong turn again. Dodge! What are you doing? Hey, that's my spot! Sorry. I thought this felt kind of awkward. Ha! Not even close! Let's go, Superion. Apparently their greatest punishment is having to live with each other. Now you definitely don't go there!